Hi, Katie.
Hello. I'm in my new abode.
Oh, it looks great.
I mean, it will get there. There's stuff everywhere, and I don't have any furniture really, and I have trinkets everywhere.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
get
glad
there.
you found a
Yours.
place.
Yeah, me too. It's good. Yeah, just little by little get more settled. There's lots of people today. Hi.
Yeah. Well, it's Restore, so.
It's your store? This is the best day
Uh-huh.
of my life. Oh my God, I wasn't even actually realizing that. This is the last day of the month, huh? Okay, perfect. Let's restore. It's a good day for restore. The rain.
Perfect for it.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. Let's do it. So I'll spotlight myself. I will mute the others. If you like to play music or anything on your own in your own space, go for it. And let's just start lying down in constructive rest pose. So if you want to move at all, if you want to take your arms and your legs long, if you want to hug your knees in, if you want to give yourself a little temple massage, even tap a little bit, tap your chest, tap your belly. So any little wiggles that you've got, get them out. And then let's settle into constructive rest. So feet wide and knees fall in towards each other. And just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Invitation to either close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just on your own, just take 3 big deep breaths like I just did. So big spacious inhales, big sighs. Any stress you've been carrying, imagine you can just exhale, sigh it out. And then take these first few moments to just really fully transition into your practice. So, everything you've got going in your day today, just put it on hold for now. Feel your body on the ground. Feel the stability of the ground underneath you. Feel the air on your skin, its texture, its temperature. If you've got your hands on your heart space and on your belly, just feel that subtle expansion and contraction with each breath you take. And then let's take a breath exercise, a pranayama breathwork exercise, Viloma breath. So it'll be a 3-part inhale, first into the belly, pause, then into the ribs, pause, then all the way up into the chest, pause, hold, and then we'll exhale slowly for 10 seconds. You can exhale however you want, so through your nose, through your mouth. Sometimes I do a little hissing noise like a snake through my teeth. So whatever works for you, especially since you're in your own home, feel free to get creative. So start by just exhaling and releasing, letting go of your breath. Inhale, low belly, low back, and pause. Mid ribs, mid back, side bodies, pause. And then all the way up into your heart space, fill up as big as you can and hold in fullness. And then let's take a slow exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to emptiness, and then begin again. Low belly, low back, pause. Mid ribs, mid back, side bodies. And as big as you can get with your breath, fill up, hold in that fullness. Slow release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to empty. And then one more time, low belly, low back. Mid ribs, mid back, side bodies. And all the way up as big as you can become with your breath. Hold. And then release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to emptiness. Take a great big inhale. Big sigh, let it go. You can use your Ujjayi breath during this restorative practice if you want, or if you'd rather just use your regular breath or just intentionally breathe a little bit deeper, all of those are welcome. So as you're ready, lift your feet off the ground and draw your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. Just give your low back a little massage against the earth. And from this place, we're going to move into a nice supine spinal twist. So let your knees fall over to your right and either extend your left arm out to the left or cactus, goalpost your left arm against the ground. And just let your body melt around this twist, nothing forceful or aggressive. And maybe take some big deep breaths to just help that process, that settling in. It's that letting go with each exhalation. If you do like to bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee or thigh, you can apply just a gentle leverage there if you want to. We'll take about 5 more rounds just resting here. See if you can get your breath to move all the way down into your belly, even as you twist. Soft through your face and your jaw. So the last couple rounds. And then at the end of your next exhale, let's bring your knees back up to center. Take that little rock. So take a moment to just neutralize your pelvis and your spine. And then eventually other side. So knees eventually will fall over to your left. Right arm either extends out or goalpost your right arm. Gaze up or over right shoulder. And breathe. You might notice the difference between sides. Does one side feel a little bit more comfortable? Does one side feel a little bit more tense or resistant? No judgment, but just observation. Maybe the sides to you feel exactly the same. So just noticing, taking in information. Soften with each exhale. About 5 more rounds here. Good job, you guys. Last couple rounds, last couple deep breaths. And then bottom of your next exhale, bring your knees back up to center. Just that gentle rock once again. Hug your knees in, rock side to side. And this time, bring your hands to your kneecaps and just start to move your knees in different directions. So take them apart, maybe draw little hearts with your knees. Just feeling now a little more into your hips. Maybe a couple times you straighten your legs, bend your knees. And then just bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open like a book. And if this does bother your low back, then scoot your feet a little further away from your upper body. And if you want, if you have blocks at home or any other type of prop that you want to put under your knees, the outsides of your knees, then feel free. And your option is either to just rest here, just relax here, or we're just going to do a little exercise in body awareness, somatic awareness. So all I want you to do is your right butt cheek, your right glute, just squeeze it, squeeze the muscles in it, squeeze, 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 and then release. And do that a few more times. Squeeze, 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 just your right butt cheek, and then release it. Squeeze and release. And you might notice your pelvis kind of rocks a little bit. You might notice for yourself that it could be hard to engage just your right butt cheek and nothing else. Just get curious about it. Squeeze and release a few more times. And then next time you squeeze and release, let that be the last one. Just rest for a moment. And then we'll switch to the other side. So same thing, but with your left glute, your left butt cheek. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Without judgment, but just curiosity, observation. Maybe one side is easier, one side is more difficult. Maybe they feel exactly the same. No right or wrong. Squeeze, 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 and then let it go. Do it a few more times on this side. Try to stay relaxed through your arms and your upper body, your hands. Do one last squeeze, 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 and then let it go. Rest. And then this time, press the soles of your feet together firmly, especially your heels, and see if you can lift your butt up. And as you lift your butt, imagine somebody's pressing your knees down. So your knees stay as wide as possible. Your butt lifts as high as possible. Hold here for just a few breaths, like 2 or 3 rounds. Squeezing through your outer glutes. Lifting through your hips. Big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Take one more round. See if you can lift a little bit higher. And then let it go. Lift your knees up towards midline. Hug your knees in and take a little rock once again. You can give your knees a big squeeze if you want. Even lift your head up towards your knees. And then let's set our feet down with our knees bent. And we will move towards supine pigeon. So extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. You can hold on to it if you want, or just let it support itself, and take a few rounds of just ankle circles. So circle it out, fullest range of motion you can find, then reverse those circles. You might hear or feel little snap, crackle, pops. That's okay, it's not bad. And then eventually just flex your toes back towards your shin and bringing your outer ankle to the top of your thigh. So you're in a figure 4. And you can keep your left foot down if you want, or you can lift your left foot up and grab hold behind your left thigh. Try to work your right knee forward and away from your upper body. And if you want to rock a little bit from side to side, you're welcome to. Send your breath down into your hips. If you want, you can visualize that. Use your imagination. I think it's really good for adults to use their imagination more. We are conditioned out of it. We're taught that our imaginations are silly and pointless, but it's actually really good to be able to imagine things that are not actually real. Imagine new possibilities, new ways of seeing things, creative solutions. Take about 3 more deep breaths, just feeling into your hips. And then if you are holding on to your left leg, set your left foot back down. And we're actually going to come into a windshield wiper twist. So you're going to walk your left foot out to the width of your mat and let your knees fall over to the right. So the outside of your right foot is on the outside of your left knee. You can cactus your arms or extend your arms out to both sides. If this bothers your low back, having your foot on the outside of your knee, then just bring it, kind of slide it off and let your right foot rest on the ground. So either way is perfectly fine. If you do have your right foot on the outside of your knee, use the leverage of your right foot to gently encourage your left knee forward and down. And if it feels like if it feels like the back of your left ribs are lifting a lot, and see if you can press the back of your left ribs down. Probably won't touch the ground, but at least keep that intention. Back of your left ribs towards the ground. Big deep breaths. All right, friends. Let's come back to that figure 4 position. So lift your legs back up and walk your left foot back in so it's not out to the width of your mat anymore. It's just right underneath your left hip. Extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling and either point or flex through your toes, one or the other. And just super, super slowly lower your right leg all the way down like there's a lever at your right hip. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. And eventually, when your right leg is resting on the ground, draw your left knee up towards your armpit, grab hold of the front of your left shin, and hug your left knee in, up, and out towards your left armpit. So give your knee a great big squeeze in, up, and out. Take a couple big Buddha belly breaths. And then turn it into a half happy baby. So sole of your left foot faces the sky, grab hold of the outer edge or peace fingers around big toe. Pull down with your arms as you press up through your left heel. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. Breathe into this for a moment. Bottom of your next exhale, release your left leg, take it out next to your right leg. So full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs extend forward. And just reach for a moment with your fingers and your toes. So actively reach, 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 reach. If your back ribs are lifting a lot, see if you can press them down a little and continue to reach long. One more big inhale. Exhale, draw both knees towards your belly. Little rock. And then set your feet down with knees bent. Extend your left leg straight up. Hold the back of your thigh if you want, or just support. Use your left leg to let it support itself and roll out your ankle. Point flex, or just keep those circles going. Reverse them at any time. Flex your toes back towards your shin. And then figure four, so outer left ankle, top of right thigh. And again, if you want to keep your right foot down, that's fine. If you want to lift your right foot and grab hold behind your right thigh, feel free. You can also take little rocks if you want. You might visualize your breath moving down into your left hip. Give it about 2 or 3 more deep breaths here. If you are holding on to your right leg, set your right foot down. And we'll move into that variation of windshield wiper twist. So walk your right foot out to the width of your mat and let your knees fall over to the left. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground. And if this bothers your low back, to have your left foot on the outside of your knee, and you can just let it slide off. If it's okay on your low back, you can use your left foot to gently encourage your right knee forward and down. And again, if your right rib cage is lifting a lot, see if you can press your back ribs down, or they might not even touch the ground, but that's the intention, is pressing your back ribs towards the ground. And then breathe into it. All right, friends, one last deep breath here. And then lift your legs back up, come back to that figure 4. So walk your right foot back in a little bit. And then extend your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. So left leg straight up, either point your toes firmly or flex your toes back firmly. So just activation through your foot, and then ever so slowly start to lower your left leg down with that lever on your left hip. Slow, slow, slow. And eventually when your left leg rests down on the ground, pick up your right foot, hands around the front of your right shin if possible. If that's too much, back of your thigh is fine. And squeeze your right knee in, up, and out towards your armpit. Couple big deep Buddha belly breaths. And then half happy baby. Sole of your right foot faces the sky, grab hold. Hold down with the strength in your arm, press up through the strength in your heel, or your leg, I should say. Press up through your heel with the strength in your leg. So there's some resistance there. You're creating stability as you stretch. And then after a couple of breaths in your half happy baby, lift your left leg, break it up, grab hold of your left foot, full happy baby. You can rock a little bit or even extend one or both legs. Just play for a moment in this happy baby posture. And then release both of your feet. Take a full body stretch again. Arms long, legs long. As much length as you can create. Feel the length in your side bodies. Press your back ribs towards the ground if you can. A little bit more. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, just ease your way into a fetal position on either side. And slowly help yourself up into a seat. So feel free to sit on something, a bolster, a block, or blanket, anything you might have at home. If you feel comfortable sitting on the ground, perfectly welcome to just sit on the ground. Let's do a little bit of neck work today. So relax your arms down by your sides, or you can rest your hands in your lap, but just really try to let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. So shoulders aren't up here, they're not tense, nice and relaxed. Long through your spine. Let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. You can just stay right here. This is it. Or if you want, bring your right hand up to the left side of your head, just above your left ear, and apply a little bit of pressure. So just the most gentle pressure. Press your hand into your head, and at the same time, press your head back into your hand. Stay here, or reach your left arm out to the left and down towards the ground. You can explore moving your hand a little forward or taking your hand a little back. And you could also explore bringing your left forearm across your low back. A few big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Last couple rounds. Soft through your face. Soft through your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. Leave your head exactly where it's at, but just let your arms, both of them, relax down. Either in your lap, down by your sides. And then roll your chin towards your chest and let your head come forward for a moment. And draw just little baby smiley faces with the crown of your head. So take your head back and forth a few times. After a few rounds of these back and forth, we'll move our left ear over towards our left shoulder. And if this is where you want to keep it, perfect. Stay right here. If you want, you can bring your left hand up to the outside of your head, right above your right ear. And again, gently press hand into head, head back into hand. You're not just pulling on your head. There's that gentle resistance. And you might reach your right arm out and down, play with moving it forward, back a little bit. Also, if you want, you could bring your right forearm across your low back. Big spacious breaths. Soft face, soft jaw. Breathe into the space on the right side of your neck. Good job, you guys. Couple more rounds here. Softening with each exhale just a little bit more. And then just as we did before, keep your head right where it's at, but let your arms relax down. And then chin to chest, roll your head forward and slowly take it side to side. And then if you want to, start to take these in full circle. So take your head back and around. Just be very aware, very intentional as you take your head back. You're not just dropping your head back, you're extending back. And after a couple of these circles, one direction, reverse it, opposite direction. Job. Slowly start to bring your head back to the stack over your spine, so nice and neutral. All right, from here we're going to move on to our hands and our knees, so tabletop. And then from hands and knees, we'll start with some cat-cow. So as you inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, spread your front ribs. And as you exhale, curl in and round through your spine. Slow, intentional spinal extension, spinal flexion back and forth. See if you can find mobility, not just in your lower and your upper back, but also right in the middle. Feel your mid-spine, your mid-back. Good job. Take one more of these back and forth. One more cat, one more cow. And come back to neutral spine. We'll move into a thread the needle, so make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Send your right arm out and all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, 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 and gently come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and head. And if you want, you can push into the ground with your left hand. You can wrap your left arm behind you. You could even extend your left leg out to the side if you'd like. So we'll be here for about 5 to 7 rounds. Especially see if you can feel your breath in your back body. Good job, you guys. If you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee lifted, bring them back to the ground. On an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. And then right hand comes down. And just for a moment, we're going to take a down dog. So curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips. So let this down dog feel good. Lengthen through your spine. Lengthen through your side bodies. Maybe even work into the backs of your legs. Pedal out your heels or shift your hips side to side. Soft face. Soft jaw. Strong shoulders. Strong hands against the ground. Take one more full deep breath. Maybe lift your hips a tiny bit higher. And then as you exhale, set your knees down. And we'll take thread the needle on the left. So knees at least hip-width distance. Left arm out and all the way up. Inhale. And exhale to thread it through. Come down to rest gently outside of shoulder and head. You can push down with your right hand. You can wrap your right arm behind you. You can extend your right leg out. It doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. But just feel into your pose, feel into your breath. Take about 3 more deep breaths. See if you can make your breath really big. Feel it in your back body. And if you do happen to have your right hand or your right leg lifted, bring them slowly back to the ground. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up once more. Left hand down. And one more time, downward facing dog pose. Lift your hips. Lengthen, walk it out. Shake your head, nod your head. Feel your strong core, your strong shoulders, the length in your spine, your side body. Good work. One last round in your down dog. And then bring your knees down gently and take a little bit of intuitive movement now. So maybe big circles with your hips, maybe figure eights with your hips. You can try what are called barrel rolls with your torso. So I kind of think of it like you're jump roping or your torso is a jump rope. You're moving around in circles. Play with that if you like. Reverse them. Feel into your elbows, your wrists, your shoulders, your hips. And then in your next few breaths, next 2, 3, 4 breaths, start to find your way into a child's pose. And you can have your knees really wide, you can have your knees together, or anywhere in between. And as you sit back in your child's pose, maybe you roll your forehead side to side a bit. Maybe you swivel your hips side to side. Maybe you even want to walk your hands to one side and then the other. Just really find a sense of grounding, sense of being held by the ground, connected to the earth. Good job. Let's come back up to a tabletop, and then we're going to come all the way down onto our belly. So we'll move into what's called sleeping swan. You're going to slide your left knee up like so. So your left knee bends and slides up. And I like to use my hands as a little pillow for my head. You can look to either side, turn your head to either side. And just rest here for a few rounds of breath. Sleeping swan pose. Send your breath all the way down into your low back. Good work, friends. Take about 2 or 3 more deep breaths and feel free to give yourself an open mouth sigh if you'd like. And then extend your left leg back next to your right leg. And you can either keep your head where it's at or you can turn your forehead towards the ground. We're just going to work with our left leg for a moment. So what I want you to do is I want you to first, as your left leg is resting, just squeeze your left butt cheek, squeeze your glute, and then keep squeezing and lift your left foot off the ground, let it hover. And then just relax everything down. And continue to do that again and again at your own pace. So squeeze your left butt cheek, lift your left foot. It doesn't have to be super high. And then just rest it down. Plug your breath in whatever way feels right to you. So I like to exhale, squeeze, and then inhale, lift. Maybe I like to exhale, lower, inhale, squeeze, and lift. So whatever makes most sense to you, just be intentional with your breath and do that a few more times. So squeeze your left glute, lift your left leg, and then rest it down. Squeeze, lift, hold, and then rest. Do about 3 more. One more, last one. And then just relax your left leg down. I'm going to turn my head the other direction. You can do what feels good to you. Slide your right knee up for sleeping swan with your right leg. Big deep breaths down into your low back. If you've got a blanket at home or a pillow you want to use under your head, feel free. About 3 more breaths here. And then extend your right leg long. You can keep your head as it is or forehead towards the ground. Same thing we did on the other side. So squeeze your right butt cheek, lift your right foot to hover, and then release. Squeeze, lift, hold for like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and then let it go. Keep that up at your own pace. Few more times, just like that. Squeeze, lift, hold, and release. Good job. Take 1 or 2 more. And then after you've completed your 1 or 2 more, just relax everything down and we're gonna scooch over, roll over onto our back. Oh. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in. Take a little rock. And turn it into a happy baby pose. And from your happy baby, we'll start our journey towards Shavasana. So please feel free if you have a bolster and you want to use it, maybe underneath your spine or underneath your knees, anything like that. Please feel free to use it. And I will read us a little something something from this book. It's called Journey to the Heart. It's one of my favorites by Melody Beattie. Every day has a different little passage, so I'll flip it open and read today's. I think today is the 30th. I lucked out and got the last day of the month so I could do restore. Yay! Okay. Let's see what we got. September 30th, called You Are a Healer. The healing you give to the world can happen as gracefully and naturally as the pine trees touch and heal with their life, their presence. Arousing your senses, they fill you with their fragrance. Their presence changes your energy, calms your fears, lets you know all is well. Know that you can stand tall and joyfully be who you are and grow where you are. You have the ability to touch those around you in a way that heals them without hurting or draining you. One of your gifts to yourself and to the world is that of a healer. You don't have to force it. You don't have to strive to make it happen. It happens gently and naturally when you love and accept who you are. Open your healing powers, your ability to heal yourself and those around you. Receive this gift with joy. Share it freely with all who meet you. Open to your healing powers and you will cherish your past, all that you have gone through, all that you have done. Who you are is love. And what love does is heal. So these last few moments, just dwell in that place of love. Feel the love that you are made of, that flows through you. Accept yourself right here, right now, as you are. And just let that energy flow through you. Shavasana. If you feel like staying where you're at and just remaining there, resting there, letting yourself really kind of melt there, then you're welcome to just stay. But I will invite you to close practice with me if you would like. So, invitation is take a couple deep breaths and then start to move gently, eventually finding your way into a fetal position. And then from fetal position, start to find your way up into seated meditation. Once you are sitting, sit up tall. Take an inhale to reach your arms up. Gather in all the energy from your practice and bring it into your heart, hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for letting me guide you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to connect and be more intentional, be more present, helping me do the same. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Okie dokie. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.